Hi, it's Archie again. I like reading. Reading is good. Oh dear, I've kicked the tripod. Excuse me a sec, I bet this isn't focused well. It helps you find what doesn't work and what does, with a bit of luck. I'm going to read from a chapter of my book, A Guide to First Contact. The chapter is called Bait. The titles, they are significant in a way in the plot, but hey-ho. And it begins like this. A test. A hardship you do not expect. That's a quote from Muller do Piazza. A small brook ran from west to east, no more than a few feet across, with dragonflies aplenty and occasional bird song. Slight dells littered this landscape, some sufficiently damp to enjoy a faint sprinkling of moccasin flowers, their pink slippers visible above the porcupine grass. Several stands of prickly ash and hawthorn gave suitable shade for nodding trillium and Virginia bluebells. Looking partly into the sun, the shadows cast by bushes and shrubs could have made a pleasant backdrop to a walk in the springtime. Clouds moved across the sky in a stately procession. There were few buildings about in the sparsely populated landscape. Mounds of varying size and shape were dotted about the shallow valley floor, their contours smoothed by grasses and wild flowers. A careful examination of these mounds would show them to be abandoned buildings in an advanced state of ruin, floors uplifted by roots, any walls still standing, overgrown by ivy and other creeping plants, each house marked by a strange gravestone. Strange, and yet familiar. Plastic PVC porches that once fronted each house were all that remained. Each facade was a blind entrance to buildings that had long since succumbed to termites and time. And having succumbed, collapsed into a twisted and tangled mass of plastic and glass, now overgrown by weeds and grass, leaving the house remains unburied. Some porches had stayed upright. Many sat at crazy angles, having been tugged and pulled by the final death embrace of the home they guarded. They were then riven by weather, a cemetery of homes. Night follows day. A shadow flitting through the gloom made its way west to former urban area 91.